Hello and welcome to my channel. Basically for my first video, it's really just going to be showing my art for this month really. So one thing I wanted to do with my channel was just to get my art out there and just to advertise it. And I believe this channel would be a perfect place to do that. Of course, right now it's just like for it to be art, but as I get better and stuff, I want to branch out and do more art challenges and be more out there with my art type stuff. So I believe for this character, I had a more holiday-esque feel, even though it's like nowhere near Christmas. So that's why she has such like a Cindy Lou type basic characterization. I gave her like the simple leaning hand on hip holding item type thing. I think it's like a pitchfork or like a wooden log or something. So I'm drawing her clothing now, which is like a quick sketch of it. I gave her more like a high heel type, and now I'm doing the line art for the character. One thing I really liked about this character was the nose and the hair and how it's like kind of wispyish and the nose is like more out than most Cindy Lou type characters. I gave her like a mistletoe type head, which is really cute. I really like that. As I'm outlining her clothes, I gave her clothes some wrinkles where they feel more realistic. Gave her nails on her hands to where she's holding the stick. And then her skirt was like a pencil-y at first, but then goes out with her cute little heels. So that's what I decided to give her. I believe I gave her stockings. If not, yeah, I do give her stockings, and put little bows on them actually, which is really cute. Now going on to the coloring. I make her like a really cutish white character, I believe. A little bit of tint to her skin, I would like to add. She got like a cherry type skirt with her bows to match that cute little cherry color. Her heels too. Um, believe I make her eyes like white along with her blonde hair to go with that Cindy Lewis type look. I mainly keep her to Christmas colors, I believe, because she's just that type character. Overall, I really like her character design. If I was going to change anything about her character, I believe I would make her more wide hip to go more with like Mr. Claus and Mrs. Claus. But keeping her a little bit skinny, kind of put her like more in like, I believe like the Whoville Grinch universe, which is something I really like. They're gonna be with the shading. I think I shade white just a little bit too much, but then it's kind of looked good better on camera than it did it like in my face. So yeah, seeing a doll like this reminds me of when I was like younger and me and my sister used to play with dolls all the time. We had a doll like this. She was like a blonde-headed, blue-eyed doll with like a red dress with white polka dots. And I swear my sister used to rip her up all the time. So this doll, little girl, reminds me of that doll actually. So, just fun memories all around. Alright, now that she's done, it's on to the second character. I absolutely butchered the anatomy on this one. The face is fine, but you'll see the arms in just a second. Yeah, so that was not good at all. But one thing I did enjoy about this character was not making it all the full body and just stopping at like the waist. I actually did like her shirt, and the second you see me make this body more wider. But I actually did like the skull type shirt and the hair. Yeah, I made her more of an African American type character to match me, which is really one thing I absolutely love. Another thing I enjoyed was working with a thicker line art for the body and hair and stuff. Usually I work with a pretty small line art pen, usually size 2.2 on a felt tip, I believe. I might be wrong, absolutely wrong for that one. But pretty small compared to like what this is right now. So I usually use it thicker for bigger arts to make it more silkier and smooth and less choppy, I find. So this is me working on the hair and the line art for that character. The line art was pretty easy, it's pretty quick since the character is pretty big. So was the coloring too for this character. Really, as you see, I made her like an African American character and made the shirt a darkish brown, almost grayish. I continue with the flat line art for this part. Make her nails like cute colors, absolutely two different colors I'm looking hard on right now. I make the palms of the hands lighter, which I've noticed a lot of artists have issue with including me sometimes, but it's just making the character seem more realistic and making the character seem more spot on. As you see, I did work in with the eye more, and I believe I started shading other parts too, but because this character is being so big and I can do less coloring, I think I went more exaggerative with the blush and shading and different things like that. So that's one thing I really did enjoy doing with this character, which I did not do a lot with other characters. I didn't take much time on their shading or their blush or really just like the hair. Later on, you're going to see me like put a glaze over the glasses just to make them more realistic also. Look at the cute little blush right there. Yeah, I glazed over the glasses and I'm going to do more shading on her hair. Well, her shirt first, but later on her hair. One thing I really did like just about this drawing in general, one, it's naturally for me to work on faces without being too much time consuming, and one thing I really wish I worked on was just making sure like everything was all nice and evened out. Some more stuff more shaded than others. Final part is actually one I posted on my TikTok. You can go follow me there if you want to see it also. This is a Muslim's character. I was been inspired by seeing a whole bunch of Muslim drawings on my TikTok lately, so I just thought, hey, maybe I should try one. I kept her like eyebrows more wispy, which is something I barely do with my characters. I find mostly make like their eyebrows way more bulky and more block shape, if you catch my drift. So I made her. She had more like a panning out, and like she's like giving you a test on something. I don't know what it would be. I made her body more covered up to go with like the religion for that, and I made her like a cute little teacher's outfit. There's actually somebody on TikTok who makes TikToks about how to style Muslim clothing, but to also make it normally stylish. I forgot their name, but I really do look at their stuff too for inspiration for Muslim characters' art. One thing I really did was I put a cute little pin on her hair. I actually see it a lot at my school actually, where I see it and it looks really cute. Um, Making her collared shirt was quite hard, but understanding how like collared shirts work and how cute they were just in general made me way more inspired to put it on her. As you see, I'm doing a line art for her and her skirt and her cute little boots. Line art for her was not actually that bad. Um, I just really wished I would have made the skirt more flowier in line art. But now with her coloring, I get her eyes. But one thing I really did have an issue with was which parts was going to be the color of what for her flat color. First, I start off with blue, and I believe I keep it blue. Um, I went back and forth with the collared shirt and the hijab, and really just anything else. Really, I made it pink light, yeah, and then I changed it right back to a dark pink. So it was really just me trying to find out what colors I wanted her to have, and where to have those colors. In my head, I believe I knew what basic colors, but what shade of colors was something that was really hard for me. Um, but really, at the end of the time, I did really figure it out. And honestly, I really did love her color scheme. I believe I'm shading her hijab right now. Is that how you pronounce it? I'm not really sure. Please correct me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Now, her collared shirt. I really did like the purple of her collared shirt, but I believe I'll make it a little more darker now. Um, it doesn't really matter right now, but honestly, her skirt was pretty easy to shade, and so were her boots, I believe. Yes. And honestly, that's it. So these are my 3 drawings for my first video. If you guys would like to name them in the comments, feel free to absolutely do. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you would like me to try anything else, please comment down below what you would like me to try. Honestly, I'm really open to mostly anything. One thing I was thinking of was drawing my own old art, so you would definitely like to see that. Definitely subscribe. Um, so this is the end of the video, so thank you. Bye.